What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be telling you about my thoughts and experiences after a month with the Google Nexus 7. So I've been using the Nexus 7 for about a month now, and I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update as to my kind of experiences and thoughts after that first month's usage of the Google Nexus 7. Now, first of all, I'll explain to you why I'm wearing this outfit when I'm doing a video. It's obviously not my clothing of choice to do these videos, but one of the things I absolutely love about the Nexus 7 is this. It's the fact that I can just put it in my suit jacket pocket and just carry it around with me very, very easily. It literally fits absolutely perfectly inside the jacket pocket, and that to me is very, very important. When I'm making like a quick business trip up to London, for example, or just jumping on the train for half an hour or an hour, when you actually get to that meeting, you don't have to carry a big bag around with you or even a little case to carry something like an iPad. You can just literally chuck this in your pocket, take your notes on it, do your email, browse the web, get access to your documents. Pretty much most things can be done on the Nexus 7. Now, because of the form factor, it doesn't necessarily put itself across as being the best input device, but as a consumption device, as an information consumption or data consumption device, this thing for me is absolutely perfect. I really love the form factor of it. Now I've actually finally got one that works. I'm very, very impressed with the build quality as well. I love the textured back. It feels really nice in the hand. It doesn't get hot either in any way whatsoever, unlike the iPad, which does get fairly hot when you're doing anything that's sort of fairly intensive. So again, that's a good point where you can carry it close to your body and it's not going to get hot and make you kind of all hot and sweaty. Now obviously it carries Jelly Bean Android 4.1, and Jelly Bean for me has been a huge upgrade on Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich. It's so much more fluid, so much nicer to use, and the way it actually presents itself to you as well is just a lot more enjoyable to use. Now also, one of the things I've been very impressed with, this little speaker along the back of the Nexus 7. It's actually quite small, but it's reasonably powerful and it actually gives off a fairly decent sound. If you're laying in bed or maybe just sitting on the sofa and you're watching maybe a YouTube clip or a video or a movie, the speaker actually lends itself to that fairly well. Now this device, in terms of YouTube, in fact, has got to be the best YouTube consumption device that I've ever used. YouTube just works completely seamlessly on this. Videos launch instantly, they run very well, they don't sit there buffering for ages, obviously providing you've got the right connectivity, and it just works completely seamlessly for YouTube and most data consumption. Now, browsing, the Chrome browser itself has been absolutely fantastic. Very, very snappy to use once the pages are loaded. I have found actually initially loading the pages just a little bit slower than some of the other devices, but once they're loaded, it's very, very snappy to pinch and zoom and navigate your way around those pages. And I love as well that when you click on a very small little bit of text or icon, that it brings you up a much more enlarged view, and then you can click on it and make sure you're actually clicking on the right area of the page. So a really nice touch there. Now, one of my favourite things about Jelly Bean and about the Nexus 7 is Google Now. I absolutely love Google Now. Recently I've been travelling around quite a lot, obviously just for work, and when I've been looking for a flight on the Nexus 7 or even on my computer if I'm using Chrome, and then I go to my Nexus 7, it tells me your flight is at this time, is there any delays, what terminal it's in, all of that information. And when you get off of the aeroplane at the other side, it knows what hotel you're going to because you booked that through Google Chrome as well, and then tells you how far it is to there, whether there's any traffic, loads and loads of information. And it's very proactive in the information that it gives you rather than you actually having to ask for that information, which I think is a really, really awesome step forward. And as Google improve their algorithms and improve their kind of user information data, they're going to get that a lot more accurate, and that's just going to improve and improve and improve over time. And I'm really looking forward to the advancements that are going to come with Google Now. In terms of battery life, I tend to get about 6 to 7 hours out of it with not particularly hard usage, maybe kind of medium usage. So not quite up to the level of battery length that Google have told us, for me anyway. But still, 5 to 6 hours of kind of constant usage is still a very, very good battery life for something with this tiny little form factor. I wish they'd have put an HD camera or maybe even a slightly upgraded camera in the front, because video calls aren't particularly clear with the camera that it's got unless you're in bright daylight, and then it works absolutely fine. But I wish they'd have kind of put a little bit of a bump on that. But literally, there's very few negatives that I can actually take away from the Google Nexus 7. It's really become my little kind of device of choice. Wherever I'm out and about, I literally just chuck it in my suit jacket pocket and then just carry it around with me, take it out as and when I need to. And for me, that form factor and the speed of the device as well, and the ability, and you know, the applications are definitely getting there in terms of the choice that you've got as well. I can't really say anything more positive about the Nexus 7. For the price point, it's probably by far and away the best value piece of tech or gadget that I've ever bought. So I can't really give it much more of a recommendation than that. Now that they're getting the issues with the build kind of control out and away with, and you can go out and you can buy one of these and be comfortable that you're going to get one that works, this is probably my #1 tech recommendation of the year. And if I had any kind of gold star system or anything like that, this would definitely be top of the list. Very, very impressed with the Google Nexus 7. Don't wait, go out and get yourselves one, because you will absolutely love it. Anyway guys, I thought I'd just give you my little kind of thoughts and feedback on the Nexus 7. I will obviously be doing a full review, and I've used it a little bit longer, and I'll bring that to you guys obviously. I did do a video what's on my Nexus 7. I'll leave a link down in the description to that, as well as the unboxing. But thanks very much for watching guys. Look forward to seeing you all in the next video. See ya.